Hi Gators, Mrs. Barclay here. I'm excited to introduce you guys to the selections for your semester 2 book reports for Mrs. Doughty. This is an exciting period because the book selections cover eras beginning with World War II all the way up till the present day. So we start with World War II. We have stories of the war and the Holocaust in Europe. We also have, moving into the 1950s, stories about the civil rights movement and leaders, all the way into the 1960s with the Kennedy administration, moving into the Vietnam War, and then the 70s and the 80s. We have biographies of athletes, musicians, writers, political leaders, and then into the contemporary period with 9/11 and events like the war in Iraq and Afghanistan. We've got something for everyone on this list, and many of our books, I would say, are exciting, adventure, action-packed thrillers. We have a great selection of biographies, like this biography of writer James Baldwin, and other biographies of musicians and athletes as well. We have a selection of graphic novels this semester, like this, which is one of the books in the March series by John Lewis, and it chronicles the civil rights movement. We also have this book called 9/11, the story about September 11th and those events. We also have tons of nonfiction related to true crime, like this story, Radium Girls, that tells the story of young women who were hired to paint watch dials and instruments with radium, which is a substance that glows in the dark. And these young ladies were really excited to have their jobs. Everyone thought that radium was really good for you and it was good to put into your body. And so oftentimes these young women would leave work covered in radium dust and they would literally glow in the dark. Or they would paint their teeth with radium and have fun smiling at each other and showing their teeth glowing in the dark. What they didn't know is that radium was highly, highly toxic. It was poisonous. And they started becoming ill, very ill, and suffered gruesome, gruesome illnesses. So if you're into something maybe in the horror genre, want to check out this murder, or not murder, but medical mystery and true crime, try Radium Girls. We have so many stories of survival that are action-packed and just heart-stopping. Like this story, Left for Dead, that tells the story of the Indianapolis, which is a ship that helped deliver some of the parts of the atomic bomb that was used at Hiroshima, but was unfortunately sunk just days before the end of World War II. Hundreds of men died in the wreckage of the Indianapolis. We also have stories like this one by Neil Bascomb called Sabotage, that tells the story of Hitler's attempt to develop an atomic bomb. So the United States and the Nazis were in a race against one another for this technology, and it's a thriller. We have stories that cover contemporary issues like immigration. This is called Enrique's Journey, and this is nonfiction written by journalist Sonia Nazario, who follows one young man. He's actually just about 14 when he leaves Honduras to try and find his mother in the United States. His mother went to the United States when he was so small he can hardly remember her, but he just longs to be reunited with her. And he does something that many young people and immigrants do. They hitch rides on top of freight trains, which is extremely dangerous. And along the way, they no doubt suffer from starvation, assault by gangs and gang members, and just terrible atrocities, all because they want to find a better life in the U.S. This is the story of Enrique's journey. We also have, as I said, biographies of athletes, including this one is not just a biography, but a story about the war in Afghanistan. This is the story of Pat Tillman. Pat Tillman was a star NFL player for the Arizona Cardinals, but after 9/11, he quit his contract with the Arizona Cardinals and joined the Army Rangers. He and his brother both. Unfortunately, Pat Tillman was shot and killed in Afghanistan. And even greater tragedy is that the U.S. Army tried to use his story as propaganda against the enemy and to promote the Afghan war. What they were hiding is that Pat Tillman was not killed by enemy fire. He was killed by friendly fire. another U.S. soldier's bullet killed him. And this is that complex story. We have many titles that are historical fiction. So any of those eras or movements or political leaders that we've talked about, we probably have a novel that relates to that particular era. Like this story called Bluebird. This is a heart-stopping story of two young women, one who has recently immigrated to the United States from Germany and one who is still in Berlin as the Soviets attack Berlin. And it's tied into one of the scientists who the United States and Russia both wanted to recruit, even though they knew he was guilty of terrible war crimes and conducting horrific experiments on people under the Nazi regime. Heartstopper. Or you might enjoy this novel by Harper Lee. Many of you have probably read her novel To Kill a Mockingbird, and you know the story of Atticus Finch, who represents an African-American man wrongfully accused of assaulting a white woman. This is a sequel to Kill a Mockingbird, and while Atticus appeared to be a hero in that novel, Harper Lee shows us a very different viewpoint of Atticus Finch in Go Set a Watchman. Unfortunately, Scout, as a young woman, discovers that her father is actually a member of the local White Citizens Council. And this is kind of her growing up and understanding the realities of race relations in the United States. We also have historical fiction related to contemporary issues like Kite Runner. This is the story of two young men growing up in Afghanistan. Something terrible happens, and one is the witness to an assault on another and carries a terrible secret all the way into adulthood about things that happened growing up there. This is one, if you're interested in learning more about the culture in Afghanistan or immigrants from Afghanistan, check out this novel by Khaled Hosseini. All right, guys, enjoy looking around at today's selections and let us know if you need some help.